Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. I'm going to try my first Wilds of Eldraine event. Actually going to do Sealed here, which I don't usually play Sealed. But I don't know these cards very well. And, I don't want to have to do the panicked evaluate 15 cards in 2 minutes draft thing. So I'm just going to take my time, play some Sealed here. It's kind of, I don't know, Sealed is bad value if what you want is gems. Right, it's sort of better if you want cards and packs, which I don't. But it's more relaxing, and I have some gems. I can afford to waste some here. So what are my rares here? I see there are 3 green ones. That's promising, I guess. They're the same color. 3 mana Saga. Create a 3/3 token. Fine for 3 mana. You can sack a creature to search your library for a creature or basic land, put it in hand, then shuffle. Okay, so this wants you to have like smaller tokens than the bear. You wouldn't want to sack the beast. You wouldn't want to sack the beast to this usually. And then up to 2 target creatures get +2/+2 and trample. Okay, seems decent. Seems probably good. You would want to run it in green, I imagine. Yes, so this, of course, I mean, I don't know. Anyone watching this knows better than I do what Wilds of Eldraine is really, but they're revisiting the Throne of Eldraine, the plain Eldraine, which is like fairy tale themed. And so adventures were one of the mechanics introduced in Eldraine, and they're back. It looks like, I don't think there were any off-color adventures in the past. Like every card with a red adventure was a red card, for example. I think that's true. So you can cast this as just as the creature side if you want, but you can also cast it as the adventure side first, and then if that resolves, it goes into exile, and you can cast it again as the creature side at a later time. So it's a 2 mana 1/1 that, I mean, this seems pretty good, right? Until your next end step. So if you cast this in your own end for some reason, you could cast things during that turn and your opponent's turn and your next turn. But it seems kind of silly. Why not just do it during your opponent's turn instead, and then you have all of that turn plus your next upcoming turn. So anyway, so it's kind of a draw 2 in Reckless Impulse kind of thing. At instant speed instead of sorcery speed. And then it also comes with this 2 mana 1/1 that likes you to cast any non-green spells. Okay, not colorless spells, but this seems good. 2 mana green black. So it's a 2 mana 3/2 trample. What? Okay, that seems like crazy. Because so adventure cards, as I mentioned, you can cast them as the adventure, and if you do, then you can, and they resolve, right? It doesn't work if the adventure gets countered or, there's no valid target or whatever. But if it resolves, it's exiled, and you can cast it as a creature whenever you want, later, right? But once it's cast as a creature, it's gone. It's in your graveyard. This one says, when it dies, you can cast it from your graveyard as an adventure. You have to do it soon. You can't wait forever. But if you do, you'll draw the card and lose the life again, and then it'll be available as a creature again. So this is like a recurring threat that's decent stats even if you just have to play the front side. Well, the creature side. And then if you can recast it as an adventure, it's unlimited value? Okay, a little slow maybe, but I don't think it's all that slow. 4 mana for a 3/2 trample that draws a card seems pretty good, and it's better than that. Okay, interesting. So we might want to be in green splashing other colors, red and black. This thing wants, but maybe we could just be in green black. I I think this card would be totally fine even if you never cast it as an adventure. And then they've reprinted a bunch of old cards, which, you know, more experienced Magic players or more long-time Magic players will be familiar with. I'm not familiar with Karmic Justice. 3 mana enchantment. I think they're all enchantments. Is that true? I'm not sure. Whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature permanent you control, you can destroy one of their permanents. Doesn't seem very good. You know, opponents just won't destroy your non-creature permanents all that often in Limited, I would think. And sure, fine. This is a 2-mana 2/1 Raging Battle Mouse. The second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less. And Celebration is one of the, I think, like mostly a Boros thing. At the beginning of combat on your turn, so it basically is like Celebration likes 2 or more non-land permanents to enter the battlefield under your control in a single turn. They all do different things if that happens. So this one says at the beginning of combat, if that trigger happened, give a creature +1/+1 till end of turn. It's a cool little aggro tool, right? You get to play a 2-mana 2/1 and then all your stuff is cheaper. Maybe. And then if you can dump out your hand really fast, you get stuff to be faster, sure. Devouring Sugarmaw. I believe this card is okay, right? It's a 4-mana adventure that makes a 1/1 and a food token. But then you can cast it as a creature with 6/6 Menace Trample for only 4 mana. Very, very good value. With the noticeable downside that at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sack an artifact, enchantment, or token to avoid tapping this. This artifact, enchantment, or token thing is another theme of Wilds of Eldraine, right? There's a mechanic called Bargain, which we don't see in our rares here. Which is like, you know, it's a kicker cost, where the kicker is sacrifice a token, enchantment, or artifact. So any enchantment, any artifact, or a token of any kind. The same thing as this lists here. And the spell does something better when you bargain it. This doesn't explicitly say bargain, but it's the same conditions. So you're kind of having to bargain with your creature every turn to avoid tapping it. Lastly, we have this Heart Flame Duelist. 2-mana 3/1. Instants and sorceries you control have lifelink. Interesting. And it's a 3-mana deal 3. Okay, yeah, decent. So, I mean, I don't know. These adventure cards are all kind of bananas in this format, I think. So let's have a look at what the heck we're doing here. Gosh. This is one of those times I wish I had a bigger window. I usually I like that, you know, I don't know. I play at a fairly small screen size because I don't see so well and I need the cards to be big. But it sure would be nice if I could see more than 10 of them at a time here, wouldn't it? Just to get an overall feel for how much I have in each color. I see I have like pretty much exactly 1 page of white, page and a bit of blue, page and a half of black, page and a bit of red. Green looks very solid. I've got the most of that. Oh, what about my multicolor stuff? Got a blue-white thing. Oh, look at this. This is a strong card. A common that's just really difficult to deal with. It's a 5-mana 6/6 trample, gain 3, assuming you can bargain it, which you should generally be, which you should be able to do fairly often in this format, but not always. This is Charade of Numbing Depths. 4-mana 2/3 ETB. Tap something and stun it. Whenever you tap one of their things, draw a card. Okay, that's certainly a value engine. Neva 4-mana 2/2 Menace. ETB. I see. So these two are part of like a cycle, I guess, of fairies, maybe? Merfolk? That's a human. This is a... Okay, so I don't know what types. But they're creatures that on ETB do something, and then they reward you for doing the thing that they do. So it's going to go off at least once. But if you have other cards that synergize with it, then all the better, because you'll get that value more times. Right, so this is a 4-mana 3/3 Menace that returns target creature or enchantment from graveyard to hand. Oh no, hang on. This is this on ETB. It returns from graveyard to hand. The trigger is graveyard to battlefield. So you need reanimate to make this do like much of anything. It is a 4-mana 2/2 like return a card. That's okay. Oh no, hang on. Enchantment into graveyard from battlefield. So it's not reanimate, it's die. Okay, that's more realistic. Sure. Is this more of the same thing? No, this is just a different signpost that doesn't have this like reward you for doing what it does theme. Totentance, the Swarm Piper. When he or another non-token creature dies, I mean red-black, I don't know, we could play that. I'd like to play green because we had all those cool rares. And we had a decent amount of blue as well, I think. So maybe this is a thing. Anyway, so when either another non-token dies, make a 1/1 rat. This is a thing numerous things do. Rats can't block. This gives your rats death touch. Cool. 3-mana 1/3. Tap to add 2 mana, but only to cast expensive spells. Okay. I mean, we're not going to have a lot of those, I imagine. In green, there's just these two. Oh, Utopia Sprawl. That's a reprint that... I mean, it's like Land of War Elves, right? But as an enchantment instead of a creature. So did I have any expensive blue spells? Basically just this one. So... And you don't want to have that many in your limited deck anyway, I imagine. Because it's hard to, like, include a ton of ramp and a ton of payoff for ramp. Huh. Weird. 2-mana cycling that, like, is graveyard hate? Doesn't seem like you'd learn in limited. Anyway, this guy actually seems... I mean, the top ability is bad. Is it possible you would run it just for the bottom ability? I don't think so. Oh, and there's this in that it's a tap land of any color, and you can pay 3 tap and sack to put an adventure back in hand. Sure. 2 candy trails? I don't think these are especially good. But, you know, they do cycle and they scry, and they could be okay filler. Soul Guide Lantern. This is a reprint, isn't it? ETB, exile a card from a graveyard. Tap and sack to exile an entire graveyard, or 1 tap and sack to draw a card. Yeah, this was in... I'm sure it's been around much longer, but I recognize this card from Midnight Hunt, I think. Prophetic Prism. Yes, this was in Brothers War and also some older formats I'm not sure of. I think Brothers War. I didn't really play that format, but I saw some of the cards. This is... I don't actually know if this is a reprint. There's been numerous cards like this that are like mana fixers that are expensive and kind of sucky. 3 Bowls of Porridge, 2 mana. And like if you just have unlimited mana, you can get decent value from this, but it's kind of like, I don't know, 4 mana shock. And then like if you have a bunch of mana left over after that, you can get other value, but I don't think we're going to be excited to run this. Yeah, none of these back here look very good. Unless we want to splash a bunch of multicolored cards or off-color cards, then maybe you could run Prism, because it's a fine card. 2 mana cycle, and then like it does mana fixing for you. It's okay if you need mana fixing. So let's just go through these and put in only the cards that look playable. This is fine. It's a 2-mana 2/2 with an ability you can use later on. This is good. It's removal and a creature. Pretty much anything with an enchantment adventure we can put in. This is a 2 mana. Yeah, so it's like a Oh, I don't know, Wanderer's Intervention, or what was the older version of that called? There's like it's named after the white planeswalker Gideon's Reproach. Yes, so it's like that but weaker. But you can bargain to make it stronger. Okay, sure. I mean that's probably playable. 3 mana 2/3 first striker. Double strike if you can celebrate. Okay, seems fine for Boros. 3 mana. Okay, so this is a commander card, I guess, but it's an Oblivion Ring in 2-player, which is fine, I guess. This is bad. 3 mana instant, untap something, give it 1/0 and indestructible, or destroy. Okay, so like a, the usual white destroy big creatures thing could be fine. Protected Parents, 3 mana 3/2. So rolls are one of the other big mechanics in Wilds of Eldraine. There are a number of different rolls, which are token enchantments you can attach to creatures. They're generally like +1/+1 and some other small benefit. They're not all, but like most of them are. And the trick is that each player can only control one roll attached to each permanent. So I can have many, many rolls, but only one per creature. And my opponent can also have a roll on one of my creatures, but they can't have two. If you put a second one on, you throw away the old one. So this is one of the ones that isn't just +1/+1. It gives a counter every time it attacks as long as it's still small. Seems okay. 3 mana 2/3 Vigilant. I don't think we're going to be putting a lot of enchantments from the graveyard into the battlefield. Let's not run that. 3 mana 3/2. You can bounce one of your permanents to scry 2. Seems weak in limited, but maybe there's ETB effects that we're really excited about. Or adventures you want to get back, I guess. That's true. There's a 3 mana 2/2 draw card. Sort of fine in limited. Put a permanent, so it has some recursion of sorts. Could be okay. Most cards with enchantments are going to be okay. So 1 mana 1/1 flyer. You can pay 2 on ETB to stun something. Sure. There's a blue-black fairies is a deck. That would be a good card in it, I'm sure. Alchemist is a 2 mana 1/3 that turns into a 3/3 when you cast an instant or sorcery. And it also has this recursion thing, but it's for instants and sorceries. This one is for permanents, so they're kind of duals of each other. Could be fine. I mean, it's yeah, sure, why not? It's a 2 mana 2/3 with upside, and also it's a spell. 2 mana counter unless an opponent pays some amount of mana. Probably fine for blue. Spreading Seas, I mean, it's probably not all that good. It is banned in Historic, which suggests it's good, but that's like for Constructed, right? It is pretty funny if you can run this out and hit your opponent's only like mountain or whatever, but people aren't running a bunch of super impactful lands in Limited. They just need to have a pip or two of each of their colors, and if you cast this late, it does absolutely nothing. If you cast it early, you have to guess right on like which color of theirs to lock out, and even then it doesn't do all that much. I don't think I would run this. 2 mana 2/1, when you cast a big spell, we just don't have very many of those. 3 mana 3/2 bargain. If it was bargained, you can curse an enemy. Okay. So cursing makes something 1/1, but they still get to keep all their abilities. So it's a 3 mana 3/2 that sort of pseudo removes a creature, but not very much. I mean, it could be okay. 3 mana 2/3. Oh, it's like one of these things where you can kind of make it bigger, more power, less toughness if you want. You could make it like up to a 4/1 after they decline to block it. It doesn't seem great, but it's not terrible. This is great for the spells deck or the fairy deck. This is just divination, perfectly fine. 4 mana. Yeah, okay, so it's like, this kind of library-based removal where it doesn't go library-based bounce, where, it's like bouncing it into their hand, except it also costs them a card draw if they want to keep it. Or they can just remove it permanently. This is probably fine. Vantress Transmuter. So this 2-mana sorcery to tap and curse something, and then it's a 3/4. Seems lovely. 5-mana 3/4 flyer. That's also a combat trick. Seems good. Here's a fairy. 1-mana 1/1 flyer. Surveils. 3 exile from graveyard to draw and lose a life. So, okay, it's a 1-mana 1/1 that surveils and flies, and then you draw a card. Seems fine. Rat Out. 1-mana small removal / combat trick that comes with a 1/1. Fine. 1-mana 1/1. When your enchantments die, you get a rat, and you can give it Death Touch. Sure, if we have a lot of enchantments, that could be a thing. 2-mana 1/3 fairy lifelink that likes other fairies, and you can make it stronger. Cool. Minstrosity. As you can see, it's made of like candy canes. 2-mana 3/1 on die and make a food. I haven't really had much that cares about foods, and 2-mana 3/1 is just whatever. The Witch's Vanity. 2-mana Saga. Destroy a small thing, make a food, and then make one of your things wicked, which is +1/+1, and it pings your opponent for 1 when you lose the wicked roll. Yeah, sure. I mean, it trades for a small thing, and it makes a food, and then it makes one of your guys bigger. Seems like it could be totally fine. 3 mana, 2/3 menace. It's fine. And the sorcery adventure is to put a wicked roll on something. Seems fine. Rowan's Grim Search. 3 mana bargain. Draw 2, lose 2 life. But if you bargained it, then first you get to look at the top 4 and decide if you want to keep any of them. So it's a little bit like Scry 4, draw 2. Certainly would help you find key cards. I don't know how excited I am about it. This card, I mean, I guess it'll depend how much we have that creates bargainable things. 4 mana 2/2 flyer. When you cast a spell, shrink an opponent creature? Ooh. Oh, but only during their turns. This is for flash stuff. Okay, that's probably alright. 4 mana sorcery. Okay, so it's like a mind rot for 4 that gives you a wicked roll. I mean, it doesn't seem that great. 4 mana instant. Exile something if you have an enchantment. Scry. Sure, we like removal. This is a 5 mana destroy creature or enchantment. Put a wicked roll. Sure. X cost spell. So if you have fairies, it's a 1 mana removal, huh? For 1 mana, remove most creatures, and then you can pump it if you need to. And if you don't have fairies, okay, it's pretty bad removal. Kindled Heroism, 1 mana. I mean, these red combat tricks are usually pretty bad, and this one is too. Torch the Tower, 1 mana instant. Deal 2 to a creature or planeswalker, but if you bargain, it does 1 extra and you scry. I mean, it's just better shock. Okay, that's pretty good. 2 mana artifact. Equip creature has +2/+0. And with celebration, you get to attach it for free. That's probably fine in red. 2 mana 2/2. If you have large creatures, you can rummage. Probably good in Gruul. Impact Tremors. This is reprint. It's a 2 mana. On ETB of any creature you control, does 1 damage to each opponent. I mean, this is just too slow. Usually you're not going to be in a great spot to cast that. 2 mana 2/1, that's a good card. Well, obviously 2 mana 2/1's not so great, but it has all these other effects. Witch's Mark, 2 mana. Discard to draw 2, so it's Tormenting Voice with a Wicked roll. Okay, fine, that's probably good. 3 mana, deal 1, make a treasure, draw a card, that's good. 3 mana. Okay, so X is at least 2, but if you have a lot of instants, sorceries, and adventures, it's more. 3 mana for a 4/2 that comes with a 2 mana combat trick. I mean, everything with adventures is fine. 4 mana, deal 4, make a young hero. I have 3 of these? 4 mana for removal is a lot. But Young Hero is great for red-white aggro. I don't know, I'll throw these in, why not? Utopia Sprawl, great. Bestial Bloodline, 2 mana, enchant creature, it has +2/+2, and you can bring it back from graveyard to hand. So we had a multicolored card that cared about doing that, right? No. This did that itself, but it liked things to die. Which, okay, I mean, if you get them back from the graveyard, you can help them die again. But we aren't specifically rewarded for this. I don't think this is all that great. This is bad. This is great. This is great. 2 mana 1/3. Oh, it's a mana dork that also fixes. Sure. So it's a green only mana dork, but if you are willing to pay extra mana, you can get any color. Sure. 2 mana 2/3 defender. If you have a big creature, then it's a 3/3 without defender. Fine. Tough Cookie. This is good, isn't it? 2 mana 2/2 ETB, make a food. It's itself a food. And also, you can pay 3 to turn one of your foods into a 4/4. Sure. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. 2 mana, make a human, make a food, put counters on something where X is 1 more than the number of foods you control. A little slow, but I mean, for 2 mana, it doesn't have to be the best thing in the world. 2 mana, make something a monster and it fights. Sorry, 3 mana, make a monster and it fights. Seems great. You love removal. 3 mana. Auras, draw a card. I mean, there's a lot of auras in this format because of the rolls, so it's probably fine. This is this 3 mana thing that we said is probably okay. 4 mana for a 4/3 trample that puts a monster roll on something for 2. Seems good. 5 mana for a 5/4 reach, and then it's also ramp. Great, great. So, ignoring our multicolored cards for the moment, how many cards of each color did we wind up with? It looks like white is probably out, and I think that's going to take red out because most of the good red cards that we had seemed to be mostly red-white cards. None of that seemed like especially good splash either. So let me just double check the red cards here. So like this one obviously is fine. Oh, interesting. This counts as mana red because you can pay red for it. Okay. So we could like splash red in green to play just this card if we wanted, because it's fine even as just a green creature. Yeah, I mean, there's some decent red removal, but I don't think we're like I don't think I want this red stuff. Let's get rid of all that. The annoying thing is if I click here, it's going to take hours. Oh, no, it's not. They fixed that, maybe? It's slower than it has to be. Oh, hang on. I want that green one back. Okay, so having cut white and red, I mean, green and blue are our two most populous colors. But I don't know... How many fairies do we have? Hello? Oh my god. So, I mean, some. We have 7 fairies. Actually, what I want to do is search for everything that mentions fairy. Because we had some cards that required fairy synergy to be good. And cutting... And if we cut the fairy... If we don't, like, run the fairy theme, we're probably not running those either. I mean, 7 is okay. It's a sizable chunk of your creatures. You could maybe hope to have some in play fairly often. But, like, this one costs 5. This one costs 4. They're all pretty expensive. How many instants do I have? 7. So I don't think this thing's going to be all that great. Baronati is maybe one of the best fairies here. So let's suppose we cut all the things that require fairies to be good. Actually, instants and sorceries, I don't have very many. This 3 mana 2/1 flyer is probably not even that good. And isn't Spell Stutter like 2 mana quasi counter something? You know, it's fine even without fairies, I guess. You could get people fairly often with it. I mean, I think I want to run green. Green looks like our best colors. Several good rares, some ramp. I'm happy with that. I don't have much about rats. I guess this makes rats. We only had one card that specifically cared about rats, which was that... red-black multicolored card. So let's go back, I guess, and look at our multicolored and artifact cards. I want multicolored or artifact. I don't want multicolored multicolored colorless. Okay, whatever. So here's our multicolored cards. I mean, blue-white's probably not getting run. Black-white, probably not. Red-black, probably not. I mean, yeah, so I don't think we want to run any of this, sadly. I assume we want to put in this Edgewallian. It's perfectly fine. Colorless? Prophetic Prism is the main one, right? If we need fixing for other stuff, other non-green spells, anything we want to splash or something. I don't think it's all that great, though. Yet. We don't really have, like, I don't know. What are we going to try to do? Run green and fairies? Seems hard. I've got 15 cards. It seems like the way to do that is to cut one of the colors. I think, like, blue has a more proactive game plan here. Black has more of our removal. And green is also putting out some like big creatures, so maybe we want black as our secondary color here to like provide the removal that the green creatures are lacking. So what would it look like if we took out the blue? Okay, I mean that's 42 cards. We would just have to cut 2. Now I imagine we don't have any fairy cards left, right? Most of them were blue, I think. Yeah. Well, 3 fairies. I mean, this could be okay. Very few instants and sorceries. So this is just a 4-mana 2/2 flyer. Okay, so we get rid of that. That sort of makes fairy fencing look pretty bad. It's just like pretty weak removal if we don't have a fairy. And I mean, now these two are not really super synergistic, right? But a 2-mana 1/3 flyer that's pumpable is still totally fine, even if it doesn't have lifelink. We have some early black stuff, early black creatures. It would be kind of nice to be able to cast this, right? I mean, I have the Root Rider Fawn that can help. I think that's about it. I have this worm or something. Like, no, there's something that lets me search for lands, isn't there? So I could throw in 1 mountain, maybe. Is this any good? What do I have that... Roll or aura? That's an aura. Okay, so this one likes auras entering the battlefield. This makes a roll, makes a roll, makes a roll. Yeah, I think this card's fine. I could run... I mean, this can also be red, actually. So I think if I throw in, like, 1 mountain, I have a reasonable chance of casting this as an adventure. We've already got kind of, like, 2 red sources in the colorless land, and... Oh, is this any good? I mean, it's fine, actually, right? We don't have a lot of large creatures, but we might get some with rolls. Also, the Tough Cookie can make some. But I swear somewhere in here, I had something to let me search for a land. Here it is. We can sacrifice a creature. So... cards like Fairy Dream Thief or even the Mosswood Dread Knight won't mind being sacrificed. That would be nice. Yeah, so I want to run like 1 mountain. And I think we're definitely cutting green, right? We don't have any double-pipped green up until 5 mana. And we have quite a bit of double-pipped black. Our early stuff is, you know, about evenly mixed. Let's just run one mountain. It'll be funny. Okay, I mean, I'm not convinced this is the greatest deck ever made. But we could play it. Nothing I want to splash, right? Especially maybe a red thing, since I just... Oh, there is this. Yeah, we didn't put this in. This is a draw spell, I guess. Oh, this makes rats that love to be sacrificed, I guess. I mean, they don't love to, they just suck. Yeah, I mean, cut in maybe is something we could splash, but it doesn't seem like a very good idea. There's this aura that you can get back. Super value. I don't think we need that. I don't know. Some of these early black cards look sort of questionable. But I guess let's give it a shot. Sure. Great. I have a 1, my choice of 2s. Then play the other 2, then play a 4. I also guess this adventure could do something. Okay, so this is this thing that comes in stunned. They can pay extra to unstun it faster. As Ward 2, huh? So pretty soon it might become a thing. It's gonna main phase activate? No, surely not. So this gives lifelink. I mean, I think I like the idea of putting my monster roll on the Baronati. So we're gonna run that out. I guess I should have swung first. Still doesn't untap, obviously. I don't know if they thought they were gonna get to trick me there, or if that was just the time that I had run out of decisions to make, so they paid. Crystal Grotto's nice. This is exactly the same as the one that was in DMU, right? I don't think there's any difference. Same name, same effect, I believe. Might have been some other kind of grotto, though. Let me look that up. Yeah, Crystal Grotto, exactly the same. Great. This is a 3/1 that makes a food. I think I'm just gonna, while the blue deck is tapped out, slap a monster roll on my 1/3 so that it's a blocker for the 3/3. I mean, they're probably gonna have a combat trick, but that's okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to live with that. Doesn't untap. Okay, well. Another trick? Sure. Well, they're doing a good job of pressing the advantage of being player 1. That just tapped it, or did it do something else? Just tapped it and... Oh, cursed it. I see. Ooh. It's only ward 2. I think I'd like to get rid of that. I mean, I could get rid of the 4-2, but this one's a bigger problem. What is this effect? Oh, I can make it bigger. Alright, my 1/1 Trampler's coming at ya. At least that isn't a flyer. We're obviously in great danger at the moment. But we have numerous plays we could make. Sorcery, destroy creature or enchantment, and curse something. So this is a nice 2-for-1 while they're tapped out. I currently don't control any enchantments, right? I could play this and then have access to 4/4s, but I think this is better. My cursed, wicked, ferocious werefox. Adjective overload. I don't even remember what this does. Oh, this makes one of my things wicked, which none of this stuff has flash, so I guess stop here isn't going to help. So, I don't know. I guess this was going to make something wicked anyway, and so it was a little wasteful to use this to make one of my things wicked, but... Oh, this is wicked now, I guess. I think I want to make a tough cookie and exile their dude, right? That should be in the graveyard, but I guess it hasn't gotten there yet. It's kind of funny. I don't really want this mountain. Let's say done. Ah, it's the wicked roll, so it's going to ping me. I forgot about that. Okay, that's cool. So if they can hit me for 1, I'm dead. But let's assume they can't. And eventually I can eat some food to restabilize. Although they... I don't know, we'll see. Okay, they didn't do anything. That's nice. These two together are a nice little trick, huh? Play this out. Make this a monster. So it can deal with that. And then I don't really have the mana to play this because I need to keep the option to eat a food, I think. Oh yeah, because, whoops, this is going to bounce something. Okay, what I need is not the option to keep a food. What I need is another damn creature. Maybe I should have not put a monster roll on this, but no, I think so. Ooh. They got to... They didn't bargain, so they didn't get to do anything too big. But they might have just found something good on top, you never know. Curse one of my creatures, okay. And then shrink it. They don't have the mana to bounce something right now, right? So they're shrinking this. It's cursed, but... So this is just killing it, right? This would keep... This would do nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Wait, they can cast that? Oh, bargain? Costs less if it's bargained. Ah, I see. Resolves? Yeah, I guess I'm dead. Seemed, I don't know, kind of close. Like, opponent's in control, but... Well, I don't know. I was struggling to keep up, and eventually they converted. I guess that's just how it goes. Any cool dailies, by the way? I have a couple of red spells. Okay, those dailies all suck. I don't know. Could I have stabilized if I hadn't played so many creatures and left open mana for food? I think that's just like giving up. Right? Spending mana to add life, like, immediately increases your life, which is, you know, a one-time effect. Contesting the board earns you life, like, indefinitely over time. I mean, I need a third land, but I have a couple of 2-mana things I can do. Seems okay. I mean, most of my hand, actually, is fine for 2 mana. I don't know, I guess I don't do all that much. It's a cute little animated cauldron. Oh, I wish I had that card. Oh wow, it's actually my red source. I don't think there's much value in ramping that out. I don't have a 4th land to follow up with next turn unless I hit quite well. I'd rather just run out of flyer. Green and blue. I hate these lands. They're not, the colors are not very distinct on them. 3 bowls of porridge. Okay. Turns out maybe playing another land would have helped. I guess I could do that now, but then I'm not casting any meaningful spells this turn. Let's just play a 2-drop. And I'm choosing black here. This doesn't do so much. Don't worry about it. It's too big to be killed by the Witch's Vanity, sadly. So the only thing I can do this turn that really matters is Beanstalk Worm Adventure, right? I guess, I mean, Witch's Vanity I could play to get an extra food down before this last ability resolves. Seems kind of stupid. Very suspicious. I can't pay for this, which is fine. I don't want to. Just checking, though. Ooh, this is nice. I think we put it on the flyer, right? I mean, I don't know. Having a 3/3 token is kind of cool. No, they would respond by blowing it up. I thought, didn't a minute ago I had something that was like, oh yeah, this is the thing that can return something, an adventure back to hand. I think just running this out is, I don't know. They're a blue deck with all this mana. Let's just cast this. Okay, they're going for slow, control-y draw stuff, I guess. Looking for whatever it is they need to take the board back. To put me back in my place. I have some pretty good beaters, though. And this one's great value. Till your next end step? The end of your next turn. Okay. So if it dies on my current turn, I don't have to play it that turn because the end step's coming up. I can wait until next turn. Sure. Ooh, expensive spell coming. I would love to blow that up. I would hate to get it countered, though. What is this? It's a 4/5. Not likely to counter here. Land would mean I'm safe even from the... Do I just eat this? I think I have, like... No, I want to be able to bargain it, right? Land would mean I'm safe from the 2-mana permission spell. Oh, geez. How greedy am I? Because I can play this, and, like, it should actually resolve, right? But I miss the scry, and if I cast this and it resolves, I get a Wicked roll, and then this can scry. So, like, the question is, are they running the blue-black 2-mana counterspell that's a permission spell? I'm going to assume no. Sorry, not the blue-black. I mean, it's blue, but, I mean, it wants fairies. They don't have any yet. I'm assuming they didn't draft too many fairies. Let's just try to get rid of this. Oh, put a Wicked roll on this. Uh-oh. Am I getting owned? No, they're getting priority for this. But I don't mind this dying. This guy loves to die. It just seemed like it was too concentrating too much value to try and put the Wicked Roll here. This creature's already a big threat. I like that they had to spend their removal on a card that I get back. Another big creature. Ward 2. Okay, that's a little spooky. Alright, this means I can play out both of these, right? Seems pretty decent. Weird didn't show the auto tap for that. Ooh. That might be even better. Just play out a 5-mana 6/6. They didn't have the counterspell last turn, so... Okay, they don't even want to tap one of my creatures. They just want to cash out the life. Seemed a little weird. But that was the turn they had the mana. Sure. So that bounced this, and then they get a 6/5. I can exile this and swing, which seems pretty reasonable. If I'm doing that, I have 3 mana left for this thing, the 3/3. I can't really get... Oh, this would be an enchantment, I guess. Doesn't even do anything for the first step. I would just be scrying and then making food. Yeah, I don't think that's very good. I guess I'm just going to miss the enchantment or the scry. None of these are like enchantment creatures. No. We seem ahead. Kind of annoyed by this witch, though. They haven't played a single thing that costs less than 3. They played the one sorcery, of course, and an artifact, but no small creatures. Not even a token. More big spells. Wow. It's a 5/4. Okay. It's sort of a problem. Only combat on my turn. So it's a 2/3 on blocks, a 3/3 on attacks. I don't have a good answer here. Or even, I guess, a good threat would be more appropriate. I can just play another big dude. Huh. Very funny. Well, I don't want to play another land this turn. So maybe they actually managed to draft, or not draft, to build a Simic big spells deck. Yeah. The ramp's been working out pretty well for them. Make something a monster, huh? I don't have a good... Like, I can make this a 7/7 and swing, but they just double block and it still trades with the 6/6. If I make this a monster, I guess it would threaten to attack after that, maybe? So maybe I swing with this 6/6. And then make this a monster afterward? Or what if I... Could I just swing with more creatures if I like make this a monster, swing with everything? They have to block kind of a lot, right? But I guess they kill me next turn if I do that? I don't know. It would be nice to make a big trampler, though. A big monster. Let's just do that. Yeah, the trade makes sense. Don't tell me they have a trick as well. No, just going for the double block. Okay. Does killing the Reach creature make sense? I don't think so. Oh! I see. This is an instant. I forgot that. Maybe I could have swung with these guys, actually, then. I totally should have. Yeah. That would have been better. Because then I could get rid of this and get in 3 damage. I don't mind discarding my mana dork to their creature. Bounce ends the game. Okay, that's still good. Not as good, but good. I mean, to be honest, this is also not doing a lot. This thing sucks. Oh yeah, maybe I should cut this. I don't have a lot of bargain capabilities. Now, I could sack my land to get back what? Nothing? No, I could get back this. I guess that's the play? To do that on blocks? I don't have enough mana to do anything else, but I get rid of their... I can deal with their flyer, hopefully. Oh, maybe I could have swung with... No, it's a 3/3, not a 4/4. Still plenty of deck left. I mean, I guess I could have played this 6/6 Menace Trample and sacked my 1/1 to it, but I don't think I want to do that yet. I should have double checked that this is instant speed, but it is, so that's fine. Yikes. they're gonna stun my reach dude. What the hell? That's so rude. There's not a lot I can do about that. Okay. 6 in the air. Double block. I mean, any way I can get lethal here? I don't think so. But I can just kill this and chump here. If I want to try for some kind of lethal. I don't really see it coming, though. Oh yeah, right. I was supposed to do this. I guess blocking here makes most sense then. Very funny. I can kill this with the witch. Could I have just chumped? I didn't realize I could kill their only blocker. I think... No, because I couldn't have attacked with this anyway. Right. But they have 6 in the air, and I can't do anything about... Well, 6 that I can't do anything about, 1 that I could. Can't really do anything about any of it. Oh my god, would you like it? Just click there, please? I don't know, I guess I was supposed to draw looking for some way out, but there isn't one. Oh, nobody likes playing against blue. I don't know, sometimes. It depends on the deck you have, right? Sometimes you're like, yes please, let's engage in this. I'm just so pleased I'm not playing against mono red, right? Is what you feel like sometimes. Dang all flyers. I don't know. I made a big mistake that turn. I didn't attack with my 2 other creatures because I could have like flashed in the monster roll. I could have gotten a lot done, I think, if I had just been a little bit more brave and recognized that it's an instant speed trick. Ooh, nice hit. Oh, right. It's not a 1-mana creature. It's a 1-mana sort of nothing. Oh, that's so good. It's limitless value if you're willing to spend a bunch of mana on it. I mean, I don't know. It lets you loot and save 1 of your mana for next turn, provided you're spending, or for a future turn, provided you're spending some now, right? In a way. It's a 2/2 Vigilant, huh? Yeah, and there's these like there's a cycle of these like enchantments that have an ability to just like sacrifice this because they trigger on sacrificing. I think I want an untapped land right now, and I want it to be black? Because I want to put like a Wicked Roll on this and draw a card, I think. Maybe that's too greedy. I don't think so, though. Swords to Plowshares? Is that in this format? What the hell? What are they holding priority for? I wish this had lifelink. I have very few fairies. I guess next turn is when I'm playing a tap land and a 3. Not sure which 3. I mean, this is a 3/3. I don't really have anything I want to sack. So I guess I'd rather... I don't know. This doesn't mind being sacked, I guess. Hello? Are we here? Do we... Wait, it looks like it's my turn. No, it's my declare blockers phase, so it is them supposed to do something. This crash? The client crash or something? I'm gonna launch another copy of the client just in case, because it should be giving the rope by now, I would think. Am I on the internet? Yeah. This is the right account to sign in with? Yeah? Okay. Now you're hearing the music twice. Very exciting. Okay, new client is queuing me up. Joining the match or something? Yeah? I'll switch the window if it actually, like, once it's ready. I guess I'll do it now. Okay, they've done something. Have I missed a turn? Looks like I have. Oh, but now they're roping? So I attacked and got in for 2. Looks like they counterattacked after cooping me up, and then I didn't attack or play a land. Ugh. But maybe I win by default here? We'll see. Thanks, Arena. This is classic Magic. Or wait, what have I drawn? Didn't I have this before? I think I had all these cards. Maybe the forest is new? No, I didn't have this cat. Okay, it resorted my hand. It didn't put it on the right. Oh, that was all on my turn? Okay. Oh, they were passing... It was my end step that it was wading through? I didn't really notice what phase we were in. So I couldn't play a land when I got back, but they still had priority, even though it was my turn. Okay. Well, I guess I'll pause the video and let you know if anything happens here. Alright, it's my turn again. They timed out. Ooh. Utopia Sprawl? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to play the tap land still. I think I was. But I think if they time out here, they lose. So I'll pause again. And they're dead. Okay, so Opponent didn't know about the reconnecting tech, I guess. Well, we got to win. You know, I might not have gotten any without that kind of help. How many do you need to you need 6 wins to break even. Yeah, this is such a terrible investment. I should just play Premier Draft and assume I'll figure out which cards are good on the fly. If I want to play War on Wilds of Eldraine. The Dream Thief is good. Utopia Sprawl's good. Yeah, I can play Dream Thief into Utopia Sprawl into this. Yes. That is legal. So, I don't know. I mean, the hand is a little lightweight. Oh, this card is so bad. I should be cutting this. I will be making a 1/1 and a food, though, right? It's not that bad? I forgot I wanted to cut it. I think I'll get rid of it. Like, I don't even have the second black for it. But it is like a really nicely timed threat. Actually, you know, with Utopia Sprawl, I bet I can bargain it enough. I'm going to keep that. It's a bit greedy. Oh, it only targets forests. Right, you choose a color. Okay, right. Oh, so I could get white out of this. I was thinking you enchant any land and it gives you green, but it's not that. Okay, so let's just run this out, I guess. And then next turn I can play this idiot and start swinging with it? No, I don't have... Well, I can choose black, actually, right? Or I can choose... white and get this. That's a bit greedy, but, I mean, it gives me a food, right? I think I'm going to do that. Put 3 1/1 counters on my flyer. And if I draw the second black, this guy is absolutely nuts. If I don't, I'm going to be pretty embarrassed I chose white for the short-term expedience. The only white spell in my whole deck, lining up with the only white source in my whole deck? Almost. But these two cards are best friends. They're like my two sources of making bargains and my one sink of consuming all the bargains. Swamp is an insane top deck. Forest is the worst. Everything else is sort of in the middle. Opponent timed out. Oh, they got disconnected? It's kind of sad. I don't think I want the monster roll as badly as I just want to keep this fight spell in hand. I'm going to win all these games through disconnects, apparently. Hopefully. Better than losing them all. Well, I guess I'll see you guys back when they concede. Oh, no, I see them. They're looking at stuff. They're back. They only missed one turn. And then they conceded voluntarily because the board state is very good for me. I mean, I don't have a second black source. My hand is completely empty at the moment, basically. No, I have a fight spell. 2 wins through stupendous gameplay and internet hacking. Boy, this is a useless tip for sealed deck building. Yoshida. This is an avatar from Eldraine, isn't it? That's the character who does like the Gideon's Reproach thing. Yeah. Take a second black and we're good to go here, right? Red or white would be a little ambitious since I do have Shadow the Oath in hand. So I can play this and the wolf, can't I? If I play this to let me play a land, then play Forest Swamp and play... Yeah, I think that makes sense. Alright, turn 2 I have 4 mana. I guess I am dropping a turn 3 5/4, so I do have some payoff for all... Oh no, I need an untapped land. My enchantment! Sure. I guess I'll scry first. I still want black. That doesn't scry, it's just a tap land. So is there a creature or land I really want? Like, a land might be okay. I have another Beanstalk Worm in the deck? Really? I don't think so. I think this is the only Beanstalk Worm. Maybe I'm running 2. The Werefox is pretty good for a fight spell. So I could sack like my 2/3 to make this a monster and kill that. Or I could dig up another Beanstalk Worm. I think this card kind of doesn't do anything right now. Yeah, I'll just sack this. Oh, this guy would be nice, but I can't really play him for numerous reasons. Where's the Werefox? Here it is. Oh, this doesn't fight. Why did I think this was the one that fights? It's like werewolf something or other. Werefoxes something. There's a punch spell. Curse of the Werefox. That's what I thought I was. I thought this was both of those cards. Well, I mean, it's a creature I can play for 4, right? That seems kind of cool. I'm just going to swing here. I'm not putting the monster roll on. I'm just playing out a 4/3 trample, I think. This card's whatever. Yeah, giving these +2/+2 and trample next turn is a pretty cool thing to do. That's a brave swing. These two. So this makes a creature and a food. This would exile, which I don't think is that amazing, but I kind of don't want them to keep having this, right? Yeah, let's just get rid of their draw. This can exile or destroy an enchantment, so when I get my 5th mana, I suddenly have this unlocked. I can even make it wicked. Three Blind Mice, what a fun card. Hello? Are you for sure? Oh my god. I have to launch this fucking thing again, because I can't click on my card. Oh no, they're back. I will not launch the client again. Or I'll stop launching it. I will not log in again. So we're going to get a lot of blind mice. It's pretty cool, I guess. And blow up my 2/2. Sure. Yes. I mean, I could play this out, I guess. If I make this wicked, it's a 5/4 trampler, and I have a 3/3 and a 1/1 attacking as well. They have to block something. I guess they'll trade with one of these and go to 1. Doesn't seem that great for them. I don't think I need this right now. Back from the dead. Sort of. Not blocking the 1/1s. They have some combat trick, I guess. Oh, my 5/4! They bargained it away. How rude. Okay. So they took 1. That was pretty good. Why are these lit up as if opponent is looking at them? They can't be looking at all of those. What the hell? I mean, I guess. I think I'll kill this one. No. Well, yeah, I have a forest in hand. I guess that's fine. In case I draw the red-green dude. Hang on, wait a minute. This isn't a draw. It's putting something back in hand. Does one of these help? I know what I'm hitting. The only thing I can get back would be this. Really? Didn't I have something else? What happened to my worm guy? Is he in exile or something? No, he's right here. I see. I could make him a monster, I guess? Sure. I don't know. Seems bad. Oh, I was going to try and double block and make it a monster, but I can't because this doesn't block the 6/7. Create a monster roll. I mean, doesn't really do anything. I would just have a 6/5 trample. I think I wait on that. I was thinking, oh, maybe I could draw Hamlet Glutton. What would I want to draw? It would be a Hamlet Glutton. I don't need to bargain this. What is this? Your creatures have trample. When you draw a card. When you play big stuff, you draw another card. So I guess I'm trading the Hamlet Glutton off for their 6/7. It's risky, because if they have a trick, I get absolutely blown out. The multi-block makes me think they might not have a trick. I could just settle for killing these two, but that seems pretty weak. I don't think I need to eat food anytime soon. Oh, this is so good. Draw, please. I mean, I don't... Oh yeah, wait, I was thinking I didn't have a way through their creatures, but they don't have the 5/4 anymore. They just have a bunch of 2/3s. I can just keep swinging with my 3/2. And, like, good luck out there. I can't, Oh no, this adds... This could add the colors I need. This is a pretty cool dude. Swinging with the 5/4 just trades for one of these. I don't think it's especially good. This is an instant, okay. That didn't die. So I think I want to play this and then instant speed this. The 6/6 Trample Menace should pretty much be backbreaking. In case they weren't dead already. Because the cost is like nothing. I have 1,000,000 food I don't need. That one? Okay. I wasn't attacking with that anyway, right? You could just trade with your 2/3? It doesn't have trample. You could chump it. Like, it doesn't seem like an important creature. This also trades for a 2/3, which is starting to look fine. If they do that, they can't really kill this anymore. I mean, I could just swing with these as well. I think that's probably bad. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was the right tap, but I don't think so. Are you kidding me? I guess I've never played on release day before. The server is just absolute junk. Okay, yeah. Not gonna launch the client again. It got there. This isn't release day as you watch this video, right? I'm not really riding the Eldraine hype train. I have Magic videos. I recorded several cube drafts that are going up one per day as usual. And eventually we'll get to Wilds of Eldraine. Bad for my publicity, but good for, like, having a video go up every day without having to record a video every day. So you can chunk things better. I think we're going to win this game. Excuse me? Maybe I am going to lose the client again. Because they're... Okay, I can't really afford to do nothing. I need to play some spells this turn. And I guess the client's not going to let me. I hope opponents also disconnected so that they're the ones burning their timeouts and not me. Alright, here's the new window. Come on, switch over. I should get kicked out of this other game. Or that game in the other window. Yeah, here's the reconnect. Someone's used a timeout. Was it me? Order blockers. Yep. Next. Okay, used up 2 timeouts on that server instability. But I didn't use up a turn. And I don't think I need my timeouts very badly, so as long as that doesn't keep happening. Oh, that's cute. They should have done that in my upkeep. But now they know I can't. They can make me not cast this. I don't think I have anything that cares about discarding stuff. Let's just play this. And they're not going to either. Have a way to make me discard, I mean. Yeah, I think if they wanted to stop me casting this, which was a good thing to do, they probably should have up. What did they use to tap me, by the way? This. They should have done it during my upkeep. So that I couldn't... Once they passed to my main, I could have responded to tap by tapping to add black mana and then cast this, right? If they'd done it in upkeep, you can't do that because this is obviously sorcery speed. Is this... Am I really... Like, hello? Do I need to launch the client again? I mean, I see opponent looking around. It looks like they might really be here. Okay, they're here. I am going to keep another window ready. Oh, wow. What the hell? Okay, that's a pretty big bomb. They found their blue source, apparently. I'm going to play this anyway. Yes, because I don't really want to just attack with this and lose it. I don't know, maybe I could have attacked more last turn and somehow gotten through. I don't think so. Like, killed them, I mean, or made them make bigger concessions. They have food tokens, so we're not, like, about to kill them or anything. Sure could use some more black sources, huh? I mean, I have about the same number. More black than green, I think, right? Oh, the deck tracker's down because of all the restarting. Oh, it's all their blue cards. That's what they've been waiting for. The 4-mana 3/4 that likes to tap stuff. They don't have any ways to do that on board. Did I say 2/3? It's a 3/4. 4-mana 3/4. What the hell? Okay. They drew another... Oh my god. No wonder they were losing, like, just kind of doing nothing. They were getting color screwed. You're stunning my 6/6. Okay. Well, that means they don't have to pay the bargain. I assume they're making a 4/4 here? This sucks. Oh, and the 4/4 draws a card. Oh no. This is so gross. I mean, I have outs, sort of. The thing is, they have way too many things that are just gonna kill me. Like, this is a value. This is gonna actually kill me. These are gonna outvalue me. Don't think I sacked the food yet. Well, there's my black source. Very funny. Well, writing this out is fine, I think. I'm quite pleased it worked out as well as it did. Monster roll and fight something. So my 6/6 could become a 7/7 and fight one of their creatures. In particular, I could fight that one. Oh, I'm so stupid! I could have made this a 7/7 and this a 6/6 and then fought. Oh. With the rat out. I did not consider combining them. I was planning to rat that out, and then like I drew a card and I was like, oh, that'll be cool, but they're tapped out enough. I could have actually killed this and had some real play. I mean, this is instant speed, actually. I might be able to get something done with that. Nope, this is the sorcery. They have two things that love you to tap stuff. I mean, let's just assume they can't keep doing that? They found all their blue, though. They have these 3 food tokens. Man, I really needed to get this thing killed and keep my guy. Season of Growth. Okay, lots more draw. I mean, I need to win very soon, obviously. I think I have plenty of food. This thing's not going to live that long. Or I'm not going to live long enough for this thing's food, for this thing's diet to become relevant. Yeah, if I had made this a monster and ratted that out, I don't know. I mean, they'd still have the 4/4, I guess. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have paid if I was planning to just fight this now. But I guess, I don't know, am I? They can just double block if I do something else. I mean, I can make this a monster and fight one of their blockers and try to kill them? Maybe is the line? I assume they'll have some stupid blue or white or green trick to stop this from working. It's hexproof or something stupid. Well, yeah, I mean, that turn that I could have done this, I think could be the reason why I've now lost, which I definitely have. I don't know, I could have swung with everything. They're at 16! It's so much. Well, 2 wins, and both of them from disconnects is kind of embarrassing. Also, like as I said, this one I maybe could have actually won. This thing lives, huh? Obviously, I'm still way behind and pretty heavily committed to this 7/7, but maybe something good will happen somehow. Like, do I still have that 5 mana kill anything? I don't know. Nope, there it is. This is the other 4 mana kill spell. The green punch. I mean, I think I'm pretty... Or it's a green fight, I guess, this one. I think I'm pretty much out. Is that lethal somehow? No. They might have more lethal somewhere else. Sort of fine. They just completely took off as soon as they played their first island. I mean, it was... This is an insane card, right? I didn't get that insane card. I have some decent value cards, but nothing that's just like a one-man army. I guess I could still win to a timeout. What's happened? Is it now 1-1 now? Of course it is. No real chance of decking them out either, I would think. I mean, they're at 6, but they don't have to draw a lot and they can just kill me next turn. Swinging with the 2/2 doesn't matter very much. Great. Alright, I hate Wilds of Eldraine. Everything's stupid, and I'm a bad player. I don't know. I mean, maybe I was supposed to try to run some of my, like, 2-color... Like, I had a couple of those cards. I at least had one of them, right? In here. I didn't have the one of the Frozen Crown or whatever it was. I could have tried to run this. It's not really in my colors at all. I could have tried to run those colors, I guess. Maybe this could have been a good card. The loot is not bad, but I'm not in blue either. Like, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to try to run colors aiming toward these things. I don't think they were insane. Maybe they were. Well, a very undesirable result. Yeah. It's like getting 0 wins in a Premier Draft, gems-wise. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.